Hello. Hola. Hi. So I tried going live earlier, but there's a storm happening and power. I'm back on. However, I hear the rain and the storm again. So it's okay. That other one was too long anyway. Okay, I just wanted to say if you're on, let me know who's here. I'd love to know who's here and say hi. And I'm not even sure where all my notes were earlier. So I'm going to go by this by the seat of my. Oh, you don't want to be seen. Okay, bye. Okay, so I am here showing up for myself. And when I show up for myself, then I can show up for you. So I do all things that way at Beth Hardin Healing. Through my traumas, through my tragedies, through my story, I don't stay stuck in the story. I turn it into something good. So one of my stories around money, or a couple of my stories around money wasn't always so fun growing up. My parents died young and broke. I'll just say it quickly. And there was also some family members who had money that were greedy and tight with it. And there's a saying, a scripture, closed fist, open hand, closed hand, open hand, lack, abundance. So I think a lot of us have experienced maybe some of both. Maybe some have had more of this and some have had more of this. And it's kind of done this throughout a lot of our lifetimes. So, what I have decided to do a few months ago is it was a little slow walk, but now come August, I have been full throttle, fifth gear, of bringing healing into the money, bringing healing into abundance, bringing healing into education around it. So I have joined up with one of the largest independent financial companies in America and Canada, and I decided to go educate myself. If for nothing else, I was going to go get the best education of my life around money. I've done it around being a good parent. I've done it around being a good person. I've done it around personal development, parenthood. I was a single mom for she's 32 now, so I did it myself with some help of some beautiful tribe that ebbed and flowed in my life and a few family members. But I raised her myself. No, there was no significant other helping me out. So educated myself on how to be a good parent, educated my because I didn't have, that role model. So again, if you don't have the good education, what do? You go get an education. So it's back to school time. So I'm talking education here. So what else? I needed an education to become a massage therapist. I needed an education to become a Reiki master. I needed an education to become a reverend. I needed an education to become Ashiatsu. I needed an education to become a breathwork practitioner. Now, I spent a lot of time in a lot of these places. So I've been doing this for, 30 years. So when we decide to show up and grow up, okay, well, let's see, I've done it around some love pieces. Can always do more of all of that, right? I'm learning how equine therapy. I've always learned around energy medicine. You've heard me talk about my Beamer, energy medicine. Anything that I'm passionate about around health. So I'm all about health. I'm all about wellness. I'm all about our house, setting up our house. So from the time I was a little girl, I used to go stand in the grocery store and, just couldn't wait till I had my house. So I still rent my house because I wasn't taught some money things and how to grow my money. So I have decided to, take the knowledge. Now it's been slow because I'm learning. However, I'm remembering to be patient with myself. And sometimes it just gets really uncomfortable till you have to make a change. So I'm sure that if you're here, maybe many of you have been had to go through And some many didn't as well, so I'm not speaking to you, but maybe some of your friends did or your family members did, but many of us went through some deep hardships during the pandemic and still are in hardships from the pandemic. Maybe it's emotionally, maybe it's physically, maybe it's mentally, maybe it's spiritually, maybe it's financially, um, whatever it is in your life, and maybe it's a few categories. So again, here in my house of healing, I am all about let's do the breath work. That's why I have a breath work class every week. It's virtually and in person. I have one-on-one sessions virtually and in person. So there's no excuse. I have from free on YouTube, from free on social media. I do live things to a little bit of pay to the higher package price because you have what's your, ROI gonna be on self-development? I have spent 30 years putting out a lot of money and to have my education. Now, we can all woulda, coulda, shoulda. I wish I would have known. I could have done this. I would have done that. And then we create blocks around anger, resentment, fear, and then being, mad, self-sabotage, whatever, roar, 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 whatever the case might be. And then that can create another decade or 2 decades of not doing any healing work on the wound, the pain point, the trigger, the whatever, the seed, the that needs to just be finished in the family, the weed that needs to be pulled, whatever you want to call it. So the mirror, the trigger, the emotional feeling state is always a place for us to come home to say, take that breath. Let me take that inhale. Let me come back home to my heart, to my own self of what is it that I need to remember in my life. So, mama and papa, bear might have done something, and grandpa, grandma, papa, bear might have done something else. Sister, brother, bear might have done something else. Cousins, bear might have done something else. Friends, family, teachers, lovers, extended family, people that raised us. I was raised by a lot of people. Um, uh, you know, society, TV, you name it, right? There's always going to be something that's going to be like, oh, I'm not enough. I should have done this, and I'm behind the schedule. Or, oh my God, and oh look how much money I have, but it's not enough money. And uh, 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 uh. I hope you got all that. My sound didn't cut off. Get a little theatrical. E excited. So everything is an energy. Excitement, same thing as fear. Excitement, same thing as lack. Excitement, same thing as abundance. Truth and love is the same thing, is energy. So everything is energy. Money is energy. Money is abundance. This is energy. Um, this is energy. Energy. Look, money is energy. So I created this deck about a year ago. We'll do a few of them. Money is helpful. Um, money is fluid, right? If we know how to where to put it, it can be fluid. Money is earthly. We do need money on earth. Money is control. Now this can go both ways. So this can be in the root of evil, and then where that can have created a lot of blocks maybe in your family. I was at an event last night and I got a little henna put on me. Money has been in relationships. Like in my family, there was a lot of control around money and, you know, dangling the carrot around, using it. If you're a good girl, you might be kept in the will. Well, guess what? They kicked me out of the will and I was a good girl. So, you know, where control can be good and bad, we can take control of our money and that's a good thing. And then what are we doing with that? Breathe that in. What do you want to do with your money for good, right? I know what I want to do with my money. I want to put out more free content. I want to make things to help people. I want to buy I want a healing ranch to put my temple on to rescue a lot of animals and to have the animals help with the humans and have it be a place where a lot of humans can come to and a lot of kids. So like I said, I was raised in a lot of different homes, so I didn't like a lot of those homes. So I always said as a little kid, when I grow up, I'm going to be wealthy and then I'm going to go help a lot of people. Well, I love to help a lot of people, and I know I've helped a lot of people. However, I've stumped my growth on my wealth because of my old stinking thinking from the old days, the old ways, the old story, grandparents control, who everybody that raised me, right? What they said they should have done, they put fear based on you, they put shame based on you, they put control on you. And then there's no education in the school and there's no education in the home. So then it's just this expectancy. So then again, what piles on that? Frustration, anger. You might be mad at yourself. You might think then it goes into this place where maybe you don't want to tell anybody what's happened in your life. And yeah, bye if this isn't for you. This is only for the people that need it. This it can hit triggers. This again, I'm 53. I've got books and books of this stuff on my shelf. I've gone to many retreats on this. I know we all know a lot of this. However, are we doing the work? We can read, but are we doing the work? So breath work, doing it, doing it. So it has to get really uncomfortable again for you to want to make a change. So I loved the good part of the pandemic is I loved how uncomfortable it made me. I didn't love it when I was going through it. I'm still not loving a lot of pieces that I'm going through. And yet do love it. I love it because I needed we sometimes we need that accountability, and in order to have that accountability, we're having the true coach accountability. And my coach is creator, so I call it coach creator, right? Then we get some earthling coaches, and when we're blah, 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 when we're listening to our coaches, and I've never learned so much football except now that I've joined this company. It's based or the founder was a football coach. So I'm understanding, I'm understanding it now more than ever. You have a plan, you have a play, and then you do it a certain way, and then it works. Now, when it hasn't worked, they change the play and then they go work it like tweak, 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 tweak. So what haven't you tweaked from your ancestors? What haven't you tweaked from what you know from the knowledge of the books or what you know from the knowledge of for humanistness, I'll call it mistakes. What is it that needs to be remembered? So, in Holistic Financial Wellness House, that's what I'm calling my new path, our new branch in Beth Hardin Healing. I'm calling it a new branch, adding on to in our house, our healing house of the branch. We need to know how we can talk about love all day. We can talk about spirit all day. We can talk about our pains all day. We can talk about our dreams all day. But then we're the part of the pain part that we're talking about, that's my passion to what are we doing about it? Let's freaking do something about that part. So I decided I can't help you if I don't have the education. So I decided to go get the education from one of my very dear clients who's been a massage client of mine for over 15 years. He's with this company of over 40 years. And he about nearly fell off my massage table when I said, hey, I want to come work part-time. Because if y'all those who are checking off aren't don't like the healing work, well, guess what? I'm not making the money, keep the lights on, or to eat, or to whatever. Right? Spiritual people do need to make money as well. And so there's something for everybody. And my whole point is educating. That's why I've kind of gotten a little bit away, a lot away, a lot away from massage and gone more into. See, it's still a little, 'cause I still love to do it. However, we can still love to do something. I'm not going to ever quit doing that. However, where am I needed now? I'm needed still in my breath work. I've got a lot of love and passion around that because I can help you get into those roots and those pain places. And ding dings like an angel. Um, And now educating in the money part. That's the part of the roots that I've heard a lot of people's, pain throughout 30 years around love and money, love and money, love and money, love and money, money, love, money, and love, money, love. That's a lot of our ancestor stuff. So let's do something about it. So let's take a nice breath that my nose clears. Maybe even do a little movement, that it's safe to change your mind. Stretch your out of your old comfort zone around how you felt about money, or maybe you maybe, hey, maybe you have a lot of money and you want to make a lot more money. Like stretch on that. Maybe you don't have any money and you need to make some money. Stretch on that. Maybe there's some dreams that you have that it's going to cost some money. Stretch on that. Maybe you want to help some people and you need the money to help some people. Stretch on that, right? So how big is your basket? Is it how big is it a little? Is it a cup? Is it a basket? How wide is your readiness? I'm hearing you're allowing that you want to make a change around money. So take a breath into your heart that it's safe to go further than anybody in your family. Hold that in. And then exhale it down into your belly, down into your roots, down into your legs, your toes. Put it into the earth. Let the earth receive it. And then feel the breath of the earth give you a breath of abundance back up through your feet. Like an inhale coming back up through your legs, up through your sits bones, your genitals, all of your organs, up through your heart organ, up through your throat, your clavicle, your jaws, through your face, your third eye, your spirit eye, I'll call it, your brain, that's floating in water, all this nowness that's floating in water because you're made mainly of water. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe into that water. Take a nice exhale that it's safe to float in that water. Safe to float in that water. Maybe we'll imagine there's a bunch of, Himalayan sea salt that's just keeping you up. Or you can let every muscle relax. Let your central nervous system relax. Let your teeth, your jaws, your face relax. Every root in your body relax. Put a smile into your heart that it's safe to make a change. That it's safe to educate yourself if you haven't felt smart in an area, intelligent, if you don't have a knowingness in an area. Take a breath that it's safe to make that first step to make a change. It's just like reading a book, just like Googling. Oh, how do we need to learn something these days? Google. Just like it's how do I need to learn? I need more battery, it's telling me, right? Is it close? So let's just come into that settlement that it's safe to float in your abundance, your ocean of abundance. Reset yourself back into your home, back in your casa, your casita. Mi casa es su casa. My house is your house. I want you to reach out to me. And if you've made it through this far in the video, then send me a message. Tell me that you want a Zoom conversation with me, and I'll even give you a class pass to come breathe virtually. It's every Wednesday now. So you deserve it for staying on board and taking the next step to your life, educating yourself around money, how money works, and how to level yourself up for yourself. And if you want to share it with others, then I can show you an avenue. You can, where I think I said I was hiring. So, I am hiring to, if you want to help be an educator on money, part time or full time. You don't have to quit your day job. I'm not going to quit my healing job ever. However, I'm adding it into the servicing of what I do. So, again, I don't want to lose this video for the battery before more thunder. Sending you a lot of love, a lot of Reiki love, a lot of light, a lot of abundance. And send me your email and your name, your email, your phone number, a message saying, I am ready to make a change. Let's do that 20, 30-minute Zoom call. It is free. And let's do some breathing together. Let's do some healing together. Let's get rich together. Let's get level up more than any of our ancestors ever did. Because we can. So I'm living. I want to see how much I can do while I'm living. My spirit friends right now, especially, the ones that passed a long time ago, the ones that passed recently, transitioned recently, they're saying, go for it, go big, go big. So, and we're living in the shadows when we can learn from the shadows and pop out. So it's time to come out of the veil. We're always going in and out of veils. Which veil do you want to be in? So I would like to be in the abundance veil right now with you, leveling up with you. So give me a jingle jingle. Oh, the qualifications for hiring. If you decide that you want to come, again, spend a lot of time with me. We're doing some good energetic work as well. So positive, happy. You have to have a phone that works, that you know how to use, a computer that works, that you know how to use, that you're organized, that you like people, that you can pass a background check, and that you have, people that you can ask for help, that you want to educate, that they know people that you want to educate. So please like and share this video for the exchange for this and for helping the algorithm so it reaches other people. Because again, I want to help educate. And again, you might be saving your life. I hope I'm saving some. My point is to help educate, but also I know that it's going to save somebody's life. I know what it's like to be hungry, to how am I going to pay my bills, and I want to help somebody get out of that feeling as well. I want to help somebody thrive. I want to help the millionaires be the billionaires if they want, We all want to be here to be here, to be here, to be here. Some people are comfortable here, but we have to make sure that wherever you are, that it's exactly your comfort level and your thriving level. My comfort level is going to be different than somebody else's. Somebody else's is going to be different than somebody else's. I just want to make sure that nobody is that nobody is hungry, nobody is homeless, nobody is living in a fear frozen state around how money works and how we can thrive in it. So please share it. Your neighbor might need it. Your sister might need it. Your brother might need it. Your mother might need it. Your father might need it. Your uncle might need it. Your auntie might need it. Your cousins might need it. Your stranger people in your community might need it. So I'm going to be doing a lot more things around breathwork and money. Tell me what you need around it. I look forward to what's next together. Again, please like, subscribe, share. And I am so grateful. I'm hugging you right now in gratitude. As I educate myself, you educate me too. I love to be the student. I love to be the leader. I love to be the coach. I love to be the teacher. I love to be the student. I love to be the coach. I love to be the teacher. I'm excited to do it with you. So if you join me, my team's name is Team Changemakers. Be a team changemaker, the holistic financial wellness house at Beth Hardin Healing. See you there.